What's up guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be dividing the Photoshop screen and why. So one of the things that you want to do when having, especially when having a big resolution monitor, is to use your screen as best as possible. For me personally, I discovered that I cannot work with two screens. It's too distracting to have two screens at the same time, so now I'm focusing on just having one. But there, what I need is to have spaces where to keep my references. Some people use programs like PureRef, or if I want to see the same painting on a small format. So one of the ways to do that is to simply copy the file that you have, but not just copying the file. It's more like duplicating the view of the file. So whatever I do on this view, on this image, is going to be replicated automatically into another window. So that is done super quick and easy. If you click on Window and then go to Arrange, a new window, and you're going to have the same image that you're working on. Doesn't matter how many layers you have, doesn't matter anything of that, you're going to have it 2 times. Now, what do you do with that? You can even like undock it and you have it like this and have it in another monitor, and you can also like zoom in and zoom out this one if you want. Also, what you can do, which is what I prefer, is that you just go to Window, Arrange, and you can arrange 2 up vertical. And what you do with that is you have this small version here, which some people sometimes do the same trick, the same thing, using the navigator from the Photoshop. And you can find that in Windows, and there should be a navigator somewhere. Here it is. Some people use this. I don't like it because of the red square. Personally, I think it changes a little something when you look at it in terms of color. But you can totally have this if you want to see something bigger than the navigator screen. And again, whatever you do in this one is going to be done in this one. I can have this one in full size. In this case, this is a lower res image, but the original is pretty big. And you could like even get this close and have full quality of the image at this scale. And you can paint whatever you want here, and it will automatically just copy to the other side, as you can see there. So that's pretty cool. Another way to do it, you can do it Arrange. You can even create a new Photoshop file. Let's say just a letter format, and divide it 3 verticals, for example, 3 up vertical. That's another one that I use a lot. I can have this one on the size that I want, for example, like this. I can have all my reference here that I can zoom in and zoom out without any trouble inside Photoshop, because sometimes I want to modify somehow the references. I don't know if a program like PureRef allows that. I think so, but I'm not completely sure. But I do want to be able to modify colors of the reference. I want to be able to do all sorts of modifications to the reference that I have. If I have an image and I want a color change to blue, for example, everything, I can just put an adjustment layer like any other Photoshop file that I have, and it will be super beneficial for when I'm using it. And also I can zoom in and zoom out inside Photoshop and have it like right at the side of what I want. Let's say you have a reference of a face here. I can put this face here at the same level of the reference, and I can use that pretty advantageous. And I can take really a lot of advantage on that. What else can I do with that? You can also rearrange it in another way. You can do this kind of arrangement. If you are working on a more horizontal kind of project, you could have it like this, a small version here, and you paint in detail here on this bigger one, and then in this smaller one you could have reference, for example. One thing though, once you have rearranged all this, and it happens to me, it's kind of like playing Tetris or something. It's kind of like a puzzle. Once you have let's say that I have reference, let's pick another file of mine, and let's say that one is reference for this. let's just copy paste this one image of mine, and let's just say for this example that this is a reference that I have, like a bunch of, in this case will be like a picture of a parrot and a picture of a face of a girl, or a pirate costume, and I need to rearrange it. What happens with that? Because once I undock this, because I wanted to put it somewhere else, it loses the configuration. So tricky. So what do you do? So the best way to explain it is you're gonna have to play a small puzzle here. You're gonna have to create a new file. It will be very small. That's the only problem that I find with this arrangement of windows. If I want to put, let's say I want to put the reference in this lower right, I need to have this other file here that occupies this spot, so I can interchange those. See? So that way I don't lose the configuration, because otherwise you will lose it, and it will be like really painful to figure that out. It took me a couple of minutes to figure that out, but I did it finally. So that's a way to rearrange your windows in Photoshop and divide your screen in several parts so you can use it. You have also 3 horizontal. You have, depending on the number, you have 4 up, which is crazy to work like this. I don't know who will do it all horizontally. There's a lot of way, but the one that I use the most is 2 vertical and also 3 vertical up. So that way is very, very beneficial to work like that. I can put this one like this, and this one, it will be a full size all resolution that I have. All resolution, meaning 100%, will vary depending on what monitor you have. You're working on a 4000 per 4000 image, and your monitor is 4K, which is I think 3600 something. It won't look very large. But if you're working on a HD monitor, which is 1920 per 1080, it will look really close. So depending on the monitor you have, that will vary. But yeah, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Sorry for taking so long to explain this small thing. Thank you very much for watching, and see you guys next time. Bye.